Hello.
Welcome to the Robbie Show, where conversation will flow. Ponification, overload the nation. Plug the headphones in, let's go.
Alright, everybody. This is Amir, Khoshsokhan.
Sell me.
Okay, if I had to sell you, probably the most underrated.
Fullback.
No, the most underrated but also underfulfilled comedian.
What tragic?
Because you could.
What sad beginning. Unfulfilled.
I know it's good. It's a good beginning.
Oh, what a headline. Unfulfilled.
It's a good beginning. Under what did I say? Overlooked.
Overlooked.
Overlooked and underfulfilled.
Overlooked, underpaid.
Nah.
Underfulfilled.
Just in terms of your talent as a comedian.
Nah, that's not true at all. But we'll continue from there if you want.
Welcome to the podcast.
There's definitely better. There's definitely more talented
Definitely
people
been-
who haven't got appreciated.
Like who?
Like Richard Todd.
Like,
I mean, I don't want to start naming names. Because
like who?
they might have had like better careers
Yeah,
than maybe
Richard Todd, man.
Richard Todd, what a comedian
What a
he is.
legend, bro.
You've got people like
People like
John Kearns. Has he been
people
appreciated?
like.
the way
No,
he
John
should
Kearns
have?
has been appreciated now.
Has he been appreciated the way he should have been appreciated?
He's top tier, isn't he? Top tier level. Yeah.
He's top tier within comedy. But do people know that?
Yeah. I
think
think
they do.
most people know people who like comedy respect John Kearns.
Yeah. But still, underappreciated. If you were looking at him from like a TV point of view, he's like, I mean, I don't watch a lot of TV comedy, but he's, like, what's that one where they do challenges?
Taskmaster. He's been on that.
He's like one of the kind of, but he's like one of the background ones in that kind of thing, isn't he?
Oh, he should be at the forefront.
He should be like leading things a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like an A-caster.
Has he been on Taskmaster?
I'm pretty
feel
sure.
like he's
Sure he has.
He's more likely to be on a show discussing Taskmaster.
Well, like a talking head show.
Yeah. But he's top, yeah.
How did you get into comedy?
That one on your list, was it?
No, I'm improvising.
Freestyle. Stand-up comedy.
Well, just say how we met.
I didn't get into comedy for you, Moles. I met you and I thought, this is what comedy should look like. So
You started the night.
That's not where I started comedy, though, to be honest.
Okay,
So I was
I'm just trying to start where I come in.
Yeah, that's the beginning of my story. Your first evening with me. So I was writing comedy, and I wanted to be a writer, and I did some kind of courses. Am I too quiet?
No.
I did some courses and things like that. And when you're doing courses, I did this specific course where you work with directors and actors.
So it's like a writing course, wasn't a stand-up course?
Yeah, exactly. So it was you basically, you're a writer, you worked with a director and actors, and then you make something. And I did that, and then I realised through that course how pointless being a writer was, to be honest. Because you write something, and then the director just does what they want, and you just completely change it, and then the actor does what they want on top of that. And then it's just like, what am I even here for? It's like,
You're basically like sowing the seeds.
Yeah.
And then it gets transformed, it gets changed so much.
exactly. And I was speaking to my sister's husband, and he was telling me about the route into comedy was stand up in America, because he's from America.
He's American, isn't
Yeah. And he was saying that that's the best way to do it. So I wanted to be a writer, and that's why I got into
he? I
stand-up
feel I
comedy.
spent so much time on writing. I had the complete wrong focus. I think you found out what I should have found out later.
Not necessarily, because look, we're both in the same spot now, aren't we, really? Like, we're not in different spots. You've been working on your writing. We're both...
But I'm technically still in the game. You've retired from the game. You have actually officially retired.
But as writers, if we both consider ourselves writers still, then we're kind of equal. What have I got from stand-up that's made me more likely to be successful as a writer? I don't see much, to be honest. I don't see... No, I mean, there were opportunities that came for writing, but I don't know. I think if you want to write, you can still write yourself now, and you can still make. So it doesn't really, you're not really dependent on anyone for that anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So you didn't lose out. What is that noise?
There's kids like pissing about. They don't know that we're filming like a world-class
They don't care,
podcast.
do they?
They
But
don't
look,
care.
you've got this podcast right
But
now.
you did well. I think you created a stand-up engine too.
As in, what do you mean engine? And as in like career?
Yeah, like you were good at stand-up.
Yeah, and I can kind of go back to that if I want. But you can go
Yeah.
back to the stand-up as well if you want, Morgs.
I didn't. I did. But I did like 20 gigs.
One or two of your gigs I've seen are like two of the best gigs I've ever seen. It's such a natural state. Yeah, absolutely. The gig you emceed when your mates were there and you were playing the keyboard or something.
Yeah.
Such a natural on stage. So that's in your back pocket whenever you want.
Yeah, I just never I never built on it. I think I focused too much time on writing and scripts.
That's why you've stayed organic though.
What do you mean?
Like if you do too much comedy, you can,
untampered with.
Yeah,
Pure.
you're still pure. Go in there like Bambi. Change the game. Yeah, you've got that avenue to go down as well in your back pocket. So I don't see it as that as a negative to be honest.
That's the good thing about stand-up. You can just do it whenever you don't need anyone to do it.
That's exactly what
That's
I love
the best thing about it. Yeah.
Because I don't like relying on people for things when you kind of putting a lot of time into something.
Yeah.
Like filmmaking, I wanted to do filmmaking, and the first problem I realised when I was trying to do filmmaking was I was writing for all my friends to be the actors in it. Mm-hmm. And what you realise is when you're asking your friends to be in things, you're very good at this. Maybe you're more charming than me because you always get your friends in. But I felt like whenever I was asking friends to be in it, it felt like they were doing me a favour rather than it was like something they actually wanted to do. So then it actually becomes something rather than
we got cast better.
Well, I found out
you got to know, you got to have the discernment to you're not doing this for a favour.
Yeah, but I thought
you're actually good at acting too.
That's how I was trying to pitch it to this, but it's just I think a lot of my friends didn't believe that kind of thing was possible to do to be successful.
Right, like as a career.
Yeah. So they saw it as a bit of a waste of time. Whereas when you're kind of How I Met You, for example, was Star Now.
Yeah.
when you start meeting people in Star Now, they're all dreamers. They all want to.
Star Now still going.
Still going. I logged in the other day.
Really?
Just to look back on that. What people I turned down.
What didn't you?
Did I tell you about this? I think I told you. Like, I had some big names wanting to come to my.
Who was in your inbox? Who was in the DMs?
What's the
Star Now DMs?
What's the one who got cancelled? He was like a bit Leery.
Dapper Laughs.
Dapper Laughs was one of them.
Really?
Yeah.
He's back again now.
He put his name down to.
He's big again now.
Yeah.
Dapper.
Mo Gilligan.
He's like a mental health advocate now. I think.
Really?
Or like sober.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah. Mo Gilligan, massive.
He applied to be on one of my nights.
He's from South London. Yeah, he's South London. Yeah.
He didn't get on. He didn't make the cut.
Really?
I just missed. To be honest, he probably applied after I stopped doing the night. But yeah, because normally back in those days, anyone could get on. So that's how you got on. I did a comedy night, and I went to this pub because I've been watching Apprentice.
Oh yeah,
Did I tell you the story? I've been watching Apprentice, and you realise anyone can start a business when you watch Apprentice. You don't need experience or anything.
You didn't know that before The Apprentice.
When I watched Apprentice, I was like, "What? You can just start a business." So that's what I did. I went to this pub nearby, and I just went. I'm one of this was like before I was even like started in comedy properly, right? But I said I'm one of the top 10 talents in England in stand-up comedy, and I know all the big names. Because Apprentice taught me like everything I needed to know. I said I can get you everywhere. Just give me a night, you'll see. And they gave it to me, and I got a night, and then I just put an advert on Star Now, and then you get all these chances.
I remember that October 2011.
You know the date.
I'm very good with dates. Yeah.
Is that your first night?
Yeah, I think so.
Your first night might have been my first night doing that. You came very early.
Yeah, but I missed the first one, I think.
Did you?
Yeah, I bailed on the first one.
Yeah.
I said I had like a family emergency or something.
To be honest, I think you were.
But I was driving to the gig.
Yeah.
But I was like,
did you drive from Essex? Did you drive all the way from Essex to Sutton?
Yeah.
The commitment from a young age. But you were a game changer for the night, to be honest. Because honestly, the first night,
if you saw the set, if they saw the set,
the first night was a stinker. Then you came. And
I brought like a different. I brought a different.
I promise you, Morgs. I promise you, it was only friends and family, but they all agreed. It was only a close knit community of 4 friends and family, but they all agreed you stole the show. The way you came on, and just because it was the format was you had to do like a yes or no depending on if you liked.
I hated that, and then they made me stay there because I was bombing so hard.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, but you.
That was horrible.
You that's how I got started.
I think it was the day. It was like Steve Jobs had died like that week, and I just went
What's your memory like?
Yeah, I just went like.
No, he didn't die that long ago.
I just went. Oh, that's crazy about Steve Jobs, isn't it?
Steve Jobs didn't die that long ago. 2009.
No, 2011. 15 years ago.
Was it 2011?
Yeah.
Which your first material was about Steve Jobs dying?
No, it wasn't material. It was just, it posed the question to the audience.
I think it was material. You just you don't want to look like you were crass making jokes about Steve Jobs.
I just said to the crowd, that's crazy about Steve Jobs dying.
I remember. They loved that, didn't they? They loved that bit. The crowd went wild for that bit. You had lost them, and then you brought them back in with that.
That was my attempt at crowd work. It's crazy about Steve Jobs dying, isn't it?
What an opener!
That was the opener.
No, you were just had star quality, you know. Like,
oh, you're too kind, mate.
No, but it was like, it doesn't matter how good some people are writing and things like that. If you haven't got that kind of natural charisma, and you had that, and that kind of changed the kind of potential of the night. I felt like after that, I thought, okay, this can be.
You're too kind. You flatter people, man.
No, it's
you
the
do.
truth.
You always say positive feedback.
But
you
only
always
when
make me feel
truth.
like a genius.
No, but it's only the truth. I wouldn't say something. I'll just avoid that topic. If you didn't do good that night, I would just leave it. I'd go, yeah, that was a good night. You were really good.
Yeah, nice.
You don't need to go there, do you? You don't need to lie.
Yeah, nice. It's been a good night. That's what you say. Someone else had done well. Yeah, good night, isn't it? Oh, bro. What was your biggest achievement in comedy that you're proudest of? As you're retired now.
I'm not like fully retired. I don't focus
Are you
on
in or you're
stand-up.
out, mate?
No, because I kind of retired, but I still gig now and again, and I still see myself as a writer. So I don't.
Okay.
I wouldn't say I'm retired, but it's not my priority.
Why though?
Because I've got other stuff I want to do. I don't.
It just faded. The desire just faded.
It's not even the desire. It's like the value of it. What was I getting from it? What was the next stage of value? And I was thinking,
you felt you reached as
no.
No.
I felt like I had plenty more.
You felt that you could have taken it further if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
You definitely.
Then why didn't you?
Because to get to where I needed to take it further.
Is that more of a commitment?
It's more of a kind of like you have to play the game more, and I don't think I was willing to kind of play it so much. Like the
transactional side.
Yeah, you kind of have to become famous, and you have to kind of work your value into the industry, and then you have to kind of because I think the comedy game changed around about my time. Where
really, you think it changed?
Yeah, in terms of before me, you were picked up for your talent, whereas around my era, it started to become you had to make your value. Before,
like your platform, you had to have a platform.
Yeah.
Before. Oh, okay, yeah. That's the whole social media changed that.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, the internet changed that. Yeah.
Which is fair enough, right? It's just the way businesses work.
Yeah,
you have to show your value, and I just weren't willing to. I weren't willing to do that. To be honest.
To the grind.
The grind. Yeah, I just thought I'd pivot to games, to working in games, which I thought was more interesting for me. I thought I got what I wanted out of comedy.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't. What else?
You didn't want to become like. You don't want to have a show on TV or anything, or
like to be a writer. Yeah, but in my opinion, Live at the Apollo is good and everything. But like, what then? Then you're a stand-up, and then you get kind of.
Then you're on tour.
yeah, but then that's your life, isn't it? Like, I don't know if I wanted that life. I wanted to be a
Just
writer
in a car
originally.
the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, when you're doing stand-up, you meet other stand-ups who are successful, and you can kind of see through them a little bit that even if you're successful in stand-up, you're not necessarily winning. If that makes sense.
Okay.
That's what I saw.
But I suppose success is like just you're doing what you want to do on your
Exactly.
on your own terms.
And that's what I did. So that's why I kind of stepped away from it. I thought, okay, I'm happy with what I've done in stand-up. I want to kind of be a writer. That's more important to me. I feel like if I made something good, then I've created enough of a position for myself as a stand-up to, get people to see it. Maybe that time is gone because it's been a little bit too long since I was in stand-up. Because when I was in stand-up, I, had some momentum when I stopped. And there was
you had a lot of momentum, mate.
people
I remember that year, was it 2012, when you had the UK Comedy Award? Was it British Comedy Award?
No, so,
New Comedy Award.
You're talking about
BBC New Comedy Award.
2013.
Sorry, okay.
So you think Funny
2013.
was 2012.
Okay, yeah, that was
Leicester
it.
Square was 2012.
Yeah, that was that streak. Yeah, that was the golden streak.
Piccadilly was 2013.
Bloody hell! So 12, 13 were like, that's like 14 years ago now.
As well.
You're just going from final to final, mate.
I should have been Leicester Square.
Did the quadruple
in the semi-finals.
Oh,
I
really?
got absolutely robbed. This guy came out. I swear, I smashed.
He didn't make it to Leicester Square in 2012.
2014, I think,
2014.
or 2013. I did Leicester Square semi-final, and I didn't do my normal set because I was bored of doing my normal breakup set. So I did a different set, and I still smashed it, to be honest. And then this other guy came up who's not recently, but a few years ago, he's found out to be a bit of a... He had some sexual assault allegations around him.
Oh, gosh.
But he came up and he just basically...
He doesn't do it anymore,
Do you know who it is?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
There's no way you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah. I know.
Kind of...
No, I know who you're talking. We've spoken about it before.
No, I don't think you do know this guy.
Huh?
This is another sexual assault person. No. He's not getting to the final of Leicester Square. Not right.
He was pretty good.
No.
He was pretty good.
No, you're talking about people who are to get to the final.
Oh my God,
This is not open my level.
He wasn't open mic. He was supporting John Bishop.
No, he wasn't.
He was.
Was
he
he
did a gig
really?
with John Bishop.
Wow.
Yeah, he did a gig with John Bishop.
If you do a gig with John
But
Bishop, doesn't
he
mean
didn't
you're supporting him.
You're
supporting him on tour.
No, it was like a club night, I think.
That's
He
not supporting John
disappeared. He
Bishop.
disappeared, didn't he?
Well,
He disappeared.
his victims disappeared. Morgs.
Oof.
No.
He didn't come back to comedy. Who are you
can't
talking
make a
about?
comeback. I don't want to name them, but they're... Remember him with guitar?
No.
Yeah, I don't think we was discussing it anymore. But anyway, he basically came on last comedian of the night, and he just mucked around with the crowd, and they all loved it.
Oh, he did the crowd.
He probably
well.
deserved it, to be honest, but I was bitter.
But that was a golden era. That 12-13 streak. Was it 5 finals?
Like,
And this was when I was just starting. We'd met in 2011, and you were all getting all these. I proper looked up to you. I was inspired by you.
but I was looking up to
Getting
comedians myself as well. We all do that when we start. We all look
Amir Khoshsokhan. Wow.
That's what happens when you start. You look up to anyone who's a little bit above you, and they don't even need to be good. I was looking some of the people when I first started. I was looking up to some people, going, "Oh, I'll never be this good."
Really?
And then, within a few months,
You were that good.
no, I'm not saying they were bad, but you realise that jump from being not very good to adequate is actually, it doesn't take too long. I mean, most of the success I had was in the first 2 years of comedy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You literally went That is great.
Success and then
You're
unfulfilled.
You Theo Walcott, man.
No, but to be honest,
Theo
I did
Walcott had a bit more
other things
longevity.
were coming, right? So I still had Edinburgh with. I did
Edinburgh.
a
You
few
did
times.
Edinburgh shows, yeah.
I did touring around like Monaco and
What?
I did like
Monaco?
a tour of Monaco.
Really?
Southern France, yeah. And I did other stuff that was kind of like
But
it
the
weren't just-
awards and their
you do the
comps.
competitions and then you kind of do the kind of it's almost like pre-famous scene, it feels like, where you get opportunities as the next big thing.
Right, yeah,
Potentially, you know? Like, not that I was the next big thing, but
And
there's
then-
loads of comedians who
No,
are kind
you
of,
were the next big thing because you.
no, but there's loads of comedians
No,
who
but
have that kind of
your-
potential.
Your 2014 tour show?
I did do a tour.
No,
Like
2014 Edinburgh show.
2015, I think that was. 2015
with
Milk and Hedgehogs, you talking about? Or George Colbrook?
No, Milk and Hedgehogs with the Invisible Dot.
That wasn't Invisible Dot. That was
Okay. All right. Well, you
2017, I
spoiled the. You were with the Invisible Dot though.
Yeah.
The Invisible Dot were the coolest.
But they were-
They're the coolest thing around, mate.
But they were just about to fold.
Just about to go bankrupt.
They were on their last legs.
They didn't tell
They
you
were
that.
literally
But
out
that was
of business.
They were so cool. You would never think that they were like losing money because they're just the coolest thing.
Yeah, I mean,
Liam Williams, do you remember that?
the year before.
Do you remember Liam Williams?
Yeah,
That
he
Edinburgh
was,
2014 when it was in that rammed
what do you
pub.
mean? He was doing
Yeah,
before
before.
me.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
So he was doing the show before me, and our show.
But that was with Invisible Dot.
yeah. I
Yeah.
think that's probably how they saw me. Maybe.
Yeah.
It was from that because it was the next year when I was doing my show that they approached me about doing Edinburgh the year after. So they must have kind of seen that show. But yeah, they were massive.
I'm just looking at the agenda.
What's the agenda? We got things to get through.
Yeah,
We
okay.
can't keep going through Invisible Dot.
No, but I do want to. We do talk about it.
We covered Invisible Dot now.
Well, we have. Me and you have covered it extensively.
But yeah, it was good. There's a lot of talent. There's a lot of talent.
You are so talented. You are like the.
Who cares about talent? It don't matter about talent, does it?
What?
Loads of people are talented. Loads.
No,
Of
but you've stewarded your. You are a really good comedian.
yeah, but you looked up
You
to
were
me.
like-
you got that. You know, when you
No,
look
honestly,
up to someone.
no. Honestly, I've seen comedians so unique.
I mean, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think there's loads of good comedians, and I think
Like you
it
could have,
doesn't matter,
you
does
could
it?
have easily been in like a show.
But who cares?
I care.
No, it don't matter.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
You don't feel like disappointed?
No, absolutely. Not. I feel like I beat the system.
Really?
That's how I feel. I feel I got in, I got what I wanted from comedy, and I got out.
Wow.
That's the way I see it.
Okay. That's good.
Why
That's
would
a
you-
really good attitude to have.
Like, do you know what's next after, like, doing that? So it's becoming famous and then becoming.
You didn't want to.
reliant.
You didn't want to become famous, did you?
I didn't want to start doing like panel shows as like my
Oh,
career,
really?
and like I need to get that weekly wage from doing an appearance on Taskmaster or something like that,
Right. Yeah.
and that becomes your necessity. Because I was speaking to comedians who were doing that, and it's not as
Glamorous.
you don't make that much money. Like you don't go
Yeah,
on
you don't
panel
get
shows
paid a
that
lot.
much.
No.
You don't get paid.
Well, the panel shows are to promote your tour, pretty much. Aren't
Yeah,
they?
and there's expenses, and there's almost like that middle ground where you can kind of become lost in the wilderness a little bit, and then you
Yeah.
can be thrown away as well.
Yeah.
And then you're kind of semi-famous. You can just keep doing the clubs and kind of making a career out of that. But I don't know. There's so many new comedians coming through all the time with a lot of talent. I just thought I'd be.
It
more
wasn't
interested
worth
in-
it for you.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a mature. I think not everyone is like that. I think most people get into comedy because they're like trying to fulfill some sort of need.
I mean, maybe I did when I started. I think some kind of ego developed when I was becoming a comedian. Some kind of ego developed, and I didn't want to become famous or successful for the sake of it anymore.
Really?
Whereas before, when I started, I was like, being on a panel show would have been the greatest thing.
Yeah.
Like,
For me, like having a sitcom was like the what do they call it, the chalice thing.
Janice. What?
The Jesus. What was the thing that you?
Is this the spiritual side of the podcast? I'm ready. I did some research on
I'm completely gone blank.
the chalice.
There's the phrase, the thing that's really sought after. Oh my gosh, this is like basic Bible stuff.
101 Bible.
No, everyone knows this.
Did you know I got?
It's like,
can I just tell you something? I
can't let it.
I got a C in GCSE religious studies.
Oh really?
From making up quotes of the Bible. Do you know that? I got a C.
What quotes did
I was
you
just
make?
making stuff up, like because in the test they could ask you questions that are like. They ask you questions like, what do Christians believe in thingy and why do they believe it? And then I'd put something like, well, Christians believe blah, blah, blah. We know this because in chapter 12, verse 7, Michael says to Mary, I thought there's no way they're going to check it. And they didn't. They didn't check it.
Yeah, but RS... But GCSE RS is all about what you're thinking. There's not even the right answer. I got like an A or B in it, I think.
Well, yeah, I think
it's just writing what you think.
I don't know. I got a good result, and most of my answers were just biblical quotes I made up.
Like
they were literally like that. That's my spiritual section.
What is the? Oh, I can't even think.
What were
this
we
is so
talking about?
bad. It's like the thing. The ark. Not the Ark of the Covenant. The thing that they're like looking for. Oh, don't worry. Everybody. I'm tired. Right. You'd probably gonna like abuse me for that. I'm like.
You act as if there's loads of people going to be watching.
To the fight.
Calm down.
To the fight. Mum, Dad.
Mum, Dad.
All right. Anyway.
Fans at home.
All right. So what do you want to talk about then? That was a good kind of open. We've done good scene one. Yeah.
I think we covered.
We've covered you.
Basics.
Yeah.
What about you?
Basically, you're a comedian. Should have done better than you did.
That's what you got from that. That's why I cleared my name.
You did. No, I'm joking. You did. I wish, you know how much I wish. I brag about, well, you know, Tom loves you too. You know, Tom.
The one you did
right.
the thingy with.
Yeah, he loves you. Yeah. Like, we both hold you very high.
Look at you two. Look how good you two are. So that's what I mean. There's so many good people. And do you know what it is?
It's not about being good, is it?
It's not about being good anymore. It's about
but the thing is,
hustling
being good does take a lot of time.
Yeah, but there's loads of people who are good and they hustle as well, so they deserve it more, don't they?
But to get good requires, like, you're not just good off the bat. You have to you have to get better. You have to put the effort in to get good.
If you're so good, you're undeniable. You will be successful. You won't even be. You can't be stopped. Right? It's not like I'm such a loss to the industry. I was good. I was good for some people, but there's other people who are good for some people. So it doesn't really. Do you know what I mean? There's someone else who's got successful that maybe wouldn't have if I got successful or something like that. You know, it's not like.
I'll tell you who I'm glad who is.
There's loads of people my level.
But you tell who I'm glad who is doing well now.
Who?
Ian Smith.
Ian Smith is. Look how good Ian Smith is. He's been going for
so long, man.
And he kept going there, and he got his rewards, right? He's kind of one of the reasons why. Like,
did you talk
examples
to him?
Of people who
did you talk to him when we did the shoot together?
I know him like only from occasion. I don't think he recognises me, to be honest, because like I get with him a lot when I was starting, but he was a lot better than me when we were starting.
Oh, he's so good, so good.
I kind of always kind of respected how good he was, and then and maybe when I was like got better, I gigged with him a couple of times, but I'm not sure he would know who I am. But yeah, he was someone who was constantly, like right from the start. He was
just like, this guy should be
effortlessly good as well, right? He's so good at
emceeing, so good.
Writing, and he's a good actor as well. He just ticks all the boxes.
Yeah, but he never really was getting he wasn't never getting like promoted, was he?
That's the thing, ain't it?
But
like,
eventually,
you have to kind of work and work and work, and I just weren't willing to
do the work.
I was
doesn't
willing.
work hard.
Do you know what it is?
Work show. We go.
That's the point.
That's really it. When the rubber hits the road,
there was a little bit of that.
Could be bothered. Could be bothered.
It's because I was going to clubs. I was going to a lot of clubs, and I was not getting paid, but I was doing good sets, and I got a bit like despondent. I was like, "What am I doing all this for? I'm doing all these gigs, not getting nothing from it." And then I thought I would rather pivot to the games industry. That's which isn't any better, to be honest.
Really?
It's not bad. I'm not saying it's a bad industry. I'm not even in the industry. I've just been working on it, but it's a harder industry than comedy, I think, because at least comedy, you've got something to work off of. Whereas in the game industry, you're working on a game and you don't know if it's good, and it's like such a long process.
Comedy, you're getting the instant feedback.
For someone like me, it's very
comedy's more
very helpful,
community based. Like you want to build with other comedians. You're all coming up together. I don't know if
yeah,
there's
but
that.
I don't like any of that either.
You don't like that?
No.
Why?
Just
It's a bit fake.
It's not fake. I know, but I just don't. I didn't like doing any of that.
Yeah, because you never would really like talk to other people.
I would talk to them,
Would
but
you?
I wouldn't.
Oh, right. I thought you always kind of like keep
weren't
yourself
really-
to yourself.
Yeah, I weren't really a network or anything like that. And
Yeah. You just do your set, get out.
Yeah. I didn't really.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do things with other people. That's quite bad, isn't it? That's probably one of the reasons.
What, stand up or?
In comedy, because I just wanted to do my own stuff. I had so many ideas that I'll do things for a favour for people, but I didn't want to work with people collaboratively too much. Like you were one of the few people.
I was one of the few. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, honestly, that's how good you
That
were.
is cool.
Because I liked you as a person as well. I respected you as
Really?
Yeah. So that was
It's scared. We can stay here for a little bit.
so that like there's not a lot of people who I would
Okay.
kind of
Yeah, that's quite. Oh.
yeah. So
Wow.
that's just the way, isn't it? It's like
Okay. All right. What is your favorite conspiracy theory?
why are we going straight to conspiracy theories? Is this because the last time we talked,
Yeah.
I was talking about conspiracy theories?
Well,
Oh gosh.
well, no. Just what's your favorite one, or what's the one most true? You think you could answer it how you want.
Well, I think there's anything's up for grabs now, ain't it?
That I feel
I
there's
don't-
been such a massive shift.
Yeah. And my whole perception on the whole world.
You
has
talk about
changed.
since COVID. Was COVID when all the
Someone
conspiracies?
said to me, what did they say? Was it COVID or was it something else? Something happened, and that's kind of since then. No, they said since the hydrogen collider
What?
thing. You know, they did the thing with the atom was going round. They built like this massive tunnel around Europe. They tried to break the atom, split the atom or something like that.
Yeah.
They said there's a theory going along that has caused a shift in. I mean, this is quite out of the kind of box, but
How you can-
there's something about that they kind of are speeding up time somehow, and our timeline is getting messed up because of that. Because since like the last 8 years have been a mess, haven't they? In terms of
mate,
what's happening?
Well, yeah, I think
Like, it
life
just-
was pretty normal until 2016. I think Trump and Brexit.
Was that the first one?
That's kind of when it started to go crazy.
Even that was a bit, yeah.
But then
I
it was
suppose.
still kind of like was shaking, but like it's kind of like
It's all just a
manageable.
cartoon, ain't it?
Then 2020 came. That was just like what do they call it? Dystopian. That
Yeah.
felt like it was in Black Mirror or something.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of things have happened since then. Like
Yeah.
that. But I think anything's believable. Like aliens and all that absolutely
Do you
could be
remember, what
true.
was it with the? Do you remember that with the drones or the lights?
Oh, I don't know if
That was
that's
quite.
aliens.
That was like a year ago, wasn't it? In
Yeah,
America.
but no, I think that's just
that was a bit.
spying
They
and
never
stuff.
got resolved. That though.
I think that was China spying and things like that.
They never said what it was, did they?
I mean, maybe they say. I think aliens. If they were aliens, they'd be. I just think they're a little bit more advanced than like drones. I think they would be.
They'd be
like,
invisible.
whatever they want to do. So, you know what someone else said?
What?
This is. I'm not like big on the alien conspiracies,
Okay.
but someone said that. So the idea is that aliens, they look the way they are. They do. You know, like the standard alien look.
Yeah, but how have we come up with that?
Well, the theory
That's
is
kind of weird that we've like.
the theory is this is a cool theory as well. That those aliens are us in the future, and
What?
those aliens are us in the future, and they've gone underground. That at some point in our history, in our future, we have to go underground to survive, and that's what we end up looking like. Is those aliens,
Oh,
and those aliens have come back, and they're trying to warn us or something to stop us from making it happen or something like that. That's a cool theory, anyway. It's not.
Right.
That's why they
I don't
look the
get
way
that.
they do. Because they look like buggish, don't they?
Yeah.
It's something to do with the light. They have to stay. Humans
like
had to
green.
stay underground for a certain period, and they evolved to look like aliens. It's all a loop, isn't it? The universe. This ain't true. This ain't true. This is TikTok, probably some random TikToker bullet, but it's interesting. Isn't it?
Okay.
That's a good. Is that a good conspiracy?
I think so. Yeah. Wow. It's crazy. No, it's the last 8 years have been mental. As soon as you feel like we've hit the peak of like volatility, lights have gone off.
Yeah, no, it's not. I don't know. It feels like it's not a good time, but it feels like it's better to know than to not know at the same time as well. It feels like a lot of things. We're becoming a little bit more aware of how things are. I don't know what that will mean going forward, but yeah.
I think I preferred when I didn't know.
It's the Matrix thing, isn't it?
Ignorance is bliss.
It's the red pill or the blue pill kind of thing.
I'll take the blue pill every time.
Yeah.
I'm the blue pill movement. Come on, I'm going to start a whole new following. Come on, be part of the blue pill movement. Everything stays the same.
I had a bit that I was working on once where it was about
I'm the blue pill Andrew Tate.
It's about people who are like they come up to you and they're like, oh, I'm one of those people who tell you how I see it. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, I tell you face to your face if I've got a problem with you. And I was like, no, I don't want to hear if you've got a problem with me. Keep it to yourself. Like, don't let me know.
Yeah, when people talk about like me behind my back, like
talk about me behind my back.
Behind my back. Do it behind my back. Don't do it to my face.
But then I saw James Acaster do something very similar, and I had to drop the bit, which made me realise that happens a lot. And I've since then I've had other bits as well. I had
in terms of having a similar idea. Yeah, that happens so much.
I had a Michael McIntyre bit that he did, and Alistair Williams did a bit that
Mandrill.
Mandrill?
The Mandrill, that's like his...
Michael McIntyre?
Yeah, that's his most famous bit.
It was something about meeting someone in the street and then walking in the same direction as them.
Oh.
Have you seen that bit?
No.
Yeah. But
wow.
Like, I do understand how that can happen, but yeah. I don't like that, yeah. What's next on your agenda?
Politics. What do you think about politics?
What do you think about politics? So vague, lazy journalism. Just relying on the charm now, aren't you? Just charisma.
Just
talent's made you lazy.
Relying on the chubby face.
Do you know what? I have to say, Have
you become more political recently, do you think? I think everyone's become more political.
You're forced to, aren't you?
Yeah. I think I've become more political.
I have to say this. So I think...
But is that just getting older, do you think? I don't know. Or is it the world?
It's both. Because like, you have to be more political because the world... Like even young people are being more political.
Young people are really politically engaged.
I think I'm starting to realise what a kind of... How much sports kind of blinds us to the world in a way. We spend so much time watching sports, watching football, studying football, becoming experts in it, that we absolutely don't have time to see who's running our towns, who's running this world, who's doing the decision. Like, we're so invested in football. Like, look at the standards we hold for football managers. Like, if you have a bad run of games, we want it out, we'll be protesting and everything. Like, these politicians, they're not held to the same standards as Liam Rosenior, are they? They're not. They get away with so much. They're like, some of them are like literally paedophiles. They're literally paedophiles, and they're just like getting away with it. And we're going like, get Rosenior out. You're ruining my life. You've got paedophile. They're eating children, Morgs. They're eating children. There's shit in our water. There's shit in our water, Morgs. And we're looking at whether Allardyce would have been a good England manager still. We're still considering that. Just blinded by sports.
Oh my god. Oh man, it is weird that we've
been duped.
Very passionate about football.
Look at the football, the Super League, the football Super League. We were running into grounds, protesting, throwing things around just because they were going to do a Super League.
Yeah, that was
a European Super League.
Well, they kind of did it anyway, didn't they?
Well,
With the
but
Champions
look at
League.
the energy. Look at the man
Right.
energy, the manpower. Like men don't have the energy to do that and complain about politics. Like all their energy
Men
is on
would-
sports,
on
and then it's like,
football,
oh, I can't
They'd
deal
rather
with
protest
politics
like
as well.
a football club owner than a politician or
Exactly.
policy.
And that's what. And then they say you can't bring sports into politics. So then, like, all our energy is in sports. You can't bring politics into sports. And then they're saying you can't bring comedies into politics into comedy. What a disgrace! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I'm so fuming at that.
Why is that?
Oh.
Why are you so fuming at that?
That is comedy. Politics is comedy.
Wow, this is the most passionate I've ever seen.
Look at your man. Who's the guy? Bill Carlin.
Carlin, yeah, but he was political, yeah.
But that's the essence of
but
comedy.
he wasn't left or right, was he?
Who cares about that?
Yeah.
Go back even further. Who's like that? Like the main guy.
Pryor.
Lenny Bruce.
Lenny Bruce, yeah.
Like that is the footprint of comedy. Comes
Wow,
from
yeah.
political speaking for the people.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're trying to say you can't talk about politics and
truth to power.
just keep it
But
fun.
who's saying you can't keep
Morgs. I've seen it. I've seen comedians saying it.
What,
and I
you
have to-
can't
I have to
you
hold
can't
my
talk
tongue
about
'cause
politics in comedy?
They're absolutely clueless, and I love
Yeah.
some of these people, but they're absolutely.
I don't
It's a
mind
disgrace.
I don't mind politics in comedy.
It's
Just
absolutely essential. It's the
okay.
only. It's one of the
you
few.
can let me. I
It's
don't
one
mind.
of the few platforms where the people and art can kind of connect, and we can speak the truth to the people. If you take away that, what have we got? Fluff. And do you know what? They still use comedy in politics. That's the thing. They use comedy in politics through the politicians and through the politicians now own the comedy. Look at Boris Johnson, Donald Trump. They all use comedy
but
to keep their power.
Yeah,
Zelensky is a comedian for crying out loud.
Yeah.
That's absolutely the way they govern
operate,
through
yeah.
politics is
Yeah.
using comedy, and they don't even let comedians talk about politics. So it's
Whoa.
all
But who's that? I don't know who's not. Who's talking about they? Who's not letting people talk about politics and
just
comedy?
the industry. I'm not even saying it. When I say they, it is part of the industry. I think
you think?
people who run the industry just want funny. They don't want, or they want politics that is kind of like
Not
safe,
controversial.
Really. Yeah, they want it like
Doesn't make you think.
exactly.
Yeah.
When is the last time? Who's the last hard-hitting political comedian you can think of from England? Has there ever been one from England? It's all just comedy is used
You had that
to keep
who was
people
that
entertained
guy?
and distracted. When really it should. The tool of comedy is to speak the truth.
Bill Hicks. He was pretty political, wasn't he?
Not in England, though, is he?
Yeah.
But Bill Hicks, how far back are you going for Bill Hicks?
90s was it? 80s?
Yeah, like it's not. It's just not happening.
Matt
anymore.
Ford.
I don't know. Matt Ford.
He did political impressions.
Who's Matt Ford?
He did like impressions of politicians.
I mean, come on. He's probably good. I'm not belittling him. But like, you're not talking about.
What about like
Yeah.
Ian Hislop or like
Oh,
Paul Mer-
God.
Nah, they're not
Oh,
comedians, are they?
Come on. They're panel show people doing.
Okay. All right.
They're not doing.
Oh, what
hard-hitting-
about
They're not holding people to account.
hang
are
on.
they?
What about what's
Like
his
maybe
name?
on a little late vague,
Acaster's
they
mate.
might have like a
Who's,
witty line.
Acaster's mate. Niche.
You
Kumar.
probably say
Nish Kumar.
You probably say Nish Kumar is one of the few
He's
people
pretty
who
political.
tried to, but he's too left leaning as well. He's not. I wouldn't say he's
so you're
balanced.
saying people can only do politics? What do you mean he's too left leaning?
I want I want more comedians to kind of be celebrated within the industry, to be honest, for doing political comedy. Whenever I see the discussion within comedy about comedians who do political stuff, it's always like a negative, as if like as if they're ruining the mood. We want just comedy, we want fun.
Yeah, okay.
The political comedians should be celebrated and cherished and nurtured and
That's
protected.
good, yeah.
And I would prefer it if these political comedians were more balanced as well. They weren't left or right.
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
saying Niche isn't balanced. For me, he's a bit left leaning, and there's some who are a bit more right leaning, and that's fine.
Who's right leaning?
There's plenty, like GB News is just.
Oh, Jim Davidson.
That's another example. Like GB News has just hired like loads of comedians, like slightly right wing comedians, and now they use.
Oh yeah,
these
that is kind of
comedians
weird. How
to
what's
be
his
their
name?
journalists.
Yeah, what's his name?
Look at Joe Rogan as well, and like all these kind of podcasters. They all kind of
Who's the Scottish guy?
Leo Kearse.
Leo, yeah, he's
Yeah.
GB News. Oh, you got
There's loads of them,
and then you
loads of
got
them.
Constantine and
Yeah.
what was this?
All come from a comedy background. So they're
Yeah,
all-
but it's kind of weird how comedians kind of effortlessly go into the journalist.
That's not by
Political
accident,
space,
Morgs.
yeah.
That's not by accident. They've been signed up because they're charming. They can get a message across well, and they're used. They're used. Comedy is such a tool for communication because people trust comedians. That's what I mean. That's why
That's
Johnson
interesting.
and that's why Trump and all
Because they
these
can make you laugh. The charisma.
charisma is so important. That's why I trust
Charisma
you.
is
That's why I
important.
trust you.
Really?
Morgs, I would literally let you buy me any kind of drink and I'll drink it. This doesn't happen for anyone.
That should go on a
'Cause you're a
post. That
charming
should go on a
guy.
poster or something.
Because you're a charming guy.
Literally any drink.
So that's the situation we've got right now.
That's interesting. I didn't know you was that passionate about politics and comedy.
It's the
What do
same
you think?
thing.
What about Shane Gillis?
Oh, I love him.
I think he's got the
one of
balance.
few-
He's got the good balance.
Yeah.
He
He's
kind of
one
goes.
of the few. Bill Burr as well.
Yeah, I like it when you don't know what side they're on,
Exactly.
and they have a
Do you know who had that in
variety
England?
of.
Alistair Williams had that in England.
Yeah, but then
Alistair
he got
Williams
kind
had
of
it.
he got shut down, didn't
pigeonholed
he?
as being right,
right, yeah.
Because he did like a.
Well, he did the UKIP.
He did a UKIP tour or something like that.
Or the
Which,
party.
alright,
That's
maybe
that's going to put you in a hole.
But
Yeah,
do you know what? So what? People doing left wing stuff all the time, right? So
yeah.
he shouldn't have been kind of cancelled for
But he
that.
got
And
outcasted a little bit, didn't he?
His material is always
So
balanced.
good.
It's always balanced.
But it wasn't
though.
even political. His material.
It's
It was
a lot of it's
It goes into observational.
political, but it's balanced. That's what you want. You want someone
Yeah,
going after both sides and looking at both perspectives and just being honest
Yeah,
with no agendas.
Yeah.
And that's one of the best things about comedy, and it's just not looked after enough. Yeah.
So good. That's really good.
What's good?
That what you said. That piece of the podcast that we just did.
That agenda.
Do you believe in God?
Oh gosh, this is what deep. Oh, gosh.
Just rattling off the
Do you know
bullet
what
points.
about God? The thing I think about God is it's a very personal thing.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And like there's a,
Well, what about God and comedy? What about that? What about religion and comedy? Do you like that?
I mean, it absolutely works if done right.
Is it the same as politics? Do you think? Religion.
That's a good question.
That's a great question.
I think all of comedy, like the best comedy is personal, right? So
Mm-hmm,
if you're using it from a personal perspective and it's honest, then you can't go wrong, really. You can't go wrong. It's just the truth. And people can like it or not like it, but it's the truth. It's like when you write
if it's authentic, you're already winning.
Exactly.
Yeah,
When you write a character,
yeah.
like some people go, "Oh, you can't write a character who's this bit good or this bad." You could say this character. You don't want to write a character who's so awful. But if it's a true character and he's awful, that's just the truth of the character, and that's it. You can't. There's no bad true character. So I
amen.
think if you're talking from some of the best comedy that I've seen, it's not necessarily God related, but I've seen people have breakdowns during their sets.
That's what, like actual breakdown.
Yeah.
And then you think that's the
I
best.
think they're having breakdowns. Oh, they're unbelievable performers. You don't know. But I swear they put up, like Liam Williams. I saw one. Did you ever
so
see him doing
good.
Edinburgh?
Yeah, I saw that show with you, the one that's before you.
Liam
the World
Williams?
Cup, the World Cup song. Do you remember that?
No, I don't remember. I don't really remember the set.
So good, man.
Liam Williams was doing
You know what? That crew was so good. I think that crew was one of the best. Like him, Jamie Dimitru, Tash Dimitru, Ellie.
You know what crew that was?
Was it Invisible Dog?
The Invincible Dog crew.
You weren't in. You were.
I was basically in it. I was gigging with them a few times. I got the leftovers.
I think that crew was one of the best. That's again underrated. Like, they should have had a show on like BBC One.
I said it.
Like,
Did I tell you the story? There was a BBC producer role that came, so they were BBC were advertising a producer role online, and I applied for it, and there was a process you need to go through, and I was saying, what would you do at the BBC if you had a position? There's two things I said I would have done, right?
but what year is it? This is like 2014, 2015.
This is
right.
maybe like 2017. This is
Okay,
when I was
alright,
still
okay,
I was still doing comedy, right?
Okay,
I was like,
yeah.
just stopped. I was like right then. One of them was, I said there should be a political show, comedy show with Leo Kearse and Alistair Becker King.
Oh, that would be
That's
great.
what I said. I said
that would be really good.
I remember
they did the MASH report. And they had Jeff Norcott on it.
Jeff Norcott was a little bit too is like that, and
He's not as right as Leo. Is that what you're saying?
No, to me, he's good. I like him. It's not, but yeah, I would have preferred someone who was more left and more right.
Right. Yeah.
And
But then you need a centrist
balanced.
too.
I feel like Mash Report was a little bit more left wing, and then had Jeff.
Yeah, 100%.
Didn't it?
Yeah, 100%. Jeff was like the token conservative. Yeah, 100%.
Whereas I would have preferred it like bang bang, and like two extreme edges.
Yeah.
And like because that came from that idea. Came
you.
I've I still think about doing something like that now. And messaging Leo Kurz and Sabeka King and saying,
or even just get them to like debate. Or not debate, or just have a chat.
That's what I'm interested in.
That's way more interesting than...
Yeah, because they're both intelligent as well, right?
Yeah.
And I don't...
Most comedians are
I don't agree, exactly. But they're kind of very strong in their opinions, and I think it'd be interesting to see.
Yeah.
And I don't agree with everything either of them say, but let's hear it out, right? Let's hear
that would be great. Actually, that's a good...
Am I leaning too far out?
Yeah,
I'm leaning more and more out.
You're going too left, mate. You need to come... come on to the centre.
That's one of the reasons I stopped comedy as well, to be honest. I felt like at the time I was in it, it was too, and I consider myself
too cliquey.
I consider myself liberal, but it felt like you had to be liberal to be successful, and I didn't like that when I was in comedy. I didn't like.
But there's a difference between liberal and left, like hard left.
It felt a bit hard left comedy.
Okay,
that's what it felt like at the time. But I don't think it is now.
And now it's like, oh really? You think it's got more?
I don't really. I'm not in tune with the scene so much, but it felt like you kind of had to jump on this like very strong left bandwagon where it was too much and it wasn't balanced. I like things balanced, and I didn't. There were certain opportunities that were coming up that I didn't agree with, and I was thinking, this isn't. I'm not willing to do this kind of thing. But anyway, I put forward. So I put forward that.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah.
And then I said to them, because there was actually a sketch show with all those guys. I don't know if you ever saw it. People Time.
Yeah. Incredible. Incredible.
Really good,
and amazing. But it got cancelled, like, there was only 3 episodes.
That's why I wrote to
Same
BBC.
with Cowards, Tim Key.
You got such talent
who Seb
here.
Barnwell produced, who I work with.
Shout out.
But the really amazing shows, they get cut. People Time was so good.
I was fuming with that.
Incredible.
So I wrote a big piece.
Al, you had that Al guy from Sheeps.
What all of them?
Bro, their
right?
team.
All of them
but honestly, and like I think that team is better than what we have currently.
But you're seeing some of them in SNL now, right?
No, I don't think so. That was a different era.
Yeah, but look, no, who's the guy in SNL who's leading the way?
Al Nash.
Is that his name, Al Nash? Is he?
No, he wasn't part of People Time.
No, he was part of the one with Phil Wang. So who's Phil Wang's sketch group?
Oh,
is his name George or something?
That's good comedy trivia.
Comedy trivia.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, he was in a sketch group, wasn't
he?
There
was a Phil Wang sketch group of 3 people.
Yeah, that's good. Good knowledge.
He was one of the guys, and now he's leading the way SNL.
Okay.
Emma
Al is on SNL, isn't he? Al from People Time and Staff. I think he's a writer. He's on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Emma Siddy.
Don't know.
She's like the best one on SNL right now. She was Invisible Doll as well.
You got some of the old class then on SNL right now.
Yeah.
But it's mixed, isn't it?
But all those people are successful as well, right? So like Natasha Dimitri was successful anyway.
Incredible, man.
She's successful now. Jamie Dimitri's successful. They all became successful anyway. But there was a time when they came through where they were so good. And they should have been like celebrated.
It should have been like French and Saunders or like
really
BBC One. Yeah, they should have been backed. They should have been backed.
I basically wrote a piece about that.
But you're right. They did all make it in the end.
Yeah,
but like
going in their different directions. But
how they were, as a team, they should have been.
They should have been this generation's Blackadder. You know when they had the Blackadder
Yeah. They should have been like just prime time, incredible performers. And like like the ideas were so, it was a bit surreal too, wasn't it? But like, and they had the naturalism, the realism down. But oh my gosh,
I think they were a bit unlucky because I think BBC Two was like a home place for comedy back then. My voice is going, but BBC Two was like a bit of a epicenter for new talent, and then that kind of changed and it became BBC Three.
Yeah, People Time was on BBC Three.
Was it BBC
but then
Three?
BBC Three was kind of fading out. It
No
got
one-
cut.
yeah,
the
BBC
funding
Three was
got
a bit-
cut or something.
it was a bit
But commissioners
frivolous.
don't like comedy anyway. The BBC commissioners are not, like, comedy's not a priority with TV commissioners.
I think, and this is
Because
just
it's
what
risk.
I saw.
It's risk.
This is what I saw and like I said, I think I said it before. The people who were scouting comedy as I was coming through were less interested in talent and more interested in what have you proven. And it was more interested in it's starting to go that way.
Yeah.
How many clicks have you got? What kind of fan
how many
base have
family
you got?
followers? Yeah, yeah.
And that's where it kind of, and it also it was a little bit like, you know, when you work in a, you work in like a fast food chain,
yeah.
like one in one. You're flipping burgers, right?
Yeah.
And they're like going, okay, how good are you flipping burgers? Okay, you're not that good. Let's get the next person in. That's it. It was a bit more of a conveyor belt machine where they didn't back people for so long.
No, they didn't invest.
It was like, okay, we'll give you a chance. Okay, you didn't smash out of the ballpark straight away. Let's go to the next person. Give you a little chance.
Yeah.
BBC Three was doing that a lot, right? Just trying loads of different things.
But BBC Three it did have some big shows in its day. Gavin and Stacey.
But that was
Did it?
before.
That was
More
a lot.
timeline.
Just saying.
Timeline.
BBC.
What did you say to me before? You said you're so good with dates. Well, not years.
I'm just
Apparently.
conscious that we've spent a lot of this podcast talking about 2014 and 2013, 2012. We've gone very zoomed in into them years.
We've gone on too many tangents.
But yeah, no, it did have big shows, but then it was kind of tailing off, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah. When
The funding got cut.
I think
or
it got
something.
cancelled.
Yeah.
Just as I was coming through, and
Do you remember we went for that BBC Three audition? You got to tell the people this.
oh gosh,
You got
they're
to-
so desperate. What a sad day! It's how sad our existence, isn't it? That's one of the reasons why I'm out of the game.
That sums up why you retired. Yeah.
Just don't be so desperate. You need.
Me and Amir and we met George there.
Did
didn't
we meet?
George was
did we
in
plan
behind
to
us.
go together?
Yeah,
We planned to
yeah.
go together. We didn't just meet there. We planned to.
Yeah, we planned it. We did plan it. Yeah,
Yeah.
we did plan it. We responded to an open casting call from BBC Three. We queued up.
Like, it wasn't a casting call for us specifically, though.
No, it was like general.
for
It was like
everyone.
open
We weren't
auditions, like
asked
X Factor
specifically.
open auditions. Yeah, and we queued all day, didn't we? We queued
Yeah.
for like
I was
8
doing
hours.
quite well in stand-up at the time as well, but I thought I'd give it a go anyway. Just I was all about experience. I had a bit of a yes man mentality back then. I thought, why not? Let's give it a go.
I was kind of. Well, it must have been. This must be. Oh, this is before Edinburgh. So this is 2014, 13
Was it
again.
before-
Again, talking about
Was it before you came? No,
Yeah, it's before Edinburgh.
Because you knew George already.
No, it's before Edinburgh.
How was it?
Yeah, that was the first time I met George.
Oh, was it?
Anyway.
Are we running out of time? How long
No,
we
we're all right. We'll ask a few more questions. Anyway, yeah, queued up all day. Didn't they make us do this, like, what did they ask us to do? It was like, we had to improvise or...
We queue in for hours. Disgrace. This
You're
sums
better
up
at
the
telling the
BBC, the
story.
way they run
Yeah,
their
this sums
shoddy
up
business.
this sums up
right?
BBC Three. Why
The way they search for talent. And this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
what it felt like this as well, right? One in, one out. One in, one out. Like McDonald's flipping burgers. It all comes round. It's all connected. We
And
queued up
aliens.
for days.
We're the new aliens.
Why did we touch on that for like 10 seconds? And then we just went conspiracy theories. And then we're like straight on to something
Got to
else.
get the clicks in.
Jesus.
Gotta
Can we
get
start? You know, when you start the podcast with a clip, can we start with that as if it's all going to be conspiracy theories? Call the episodes conspiracy theories or something as well.
Anyway, go on. Finish the story.
So we were queuing all day, waiting. What were we doing? We were waiting for our opportunity, like 6 hours.
Yeah,
And
at least 6 hours queuing. At least 6 hours
It was a good
queuing.
thing. We were, like, it was good fun to be in this queue. And I enjoyed it anyway.
Yeah, it was good. We had more of a laugh in the queue than the
Yeah.
actual audition.
And then, we finally managed to get our thing. Is like you have to walk up the stairs one at a time. It's like a long process, ain't it? You
Oh,
move
yeah.
a little bit. It's like
Where
going
was
around
that? A theatre or something?
a BBC studio or drama studio or something
Okay.
like that eventually.
Yeah.
And then you make your way up. And then as you're going in the room, you start to see the people before you who are performing and like what's working and what's not. And it was absolutely clear as day to anyone as soon as they walk in the room that the way to kind of get appreciated was to be
but like loud,
be
wouldn't
a
it?
attention seeker, to just be an absolute star of the show.
Yeah, they weren't interested in nuance.
They were absolutely.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, that's true.
Because they would say
Yeah.
that as well, right? So they'd get a little review and they'd be like, "Oh, amazing, Gerald! That was amazing. Well done. You're through, Gerald." And Gerald was just like being like an absolute
He wasn't.
scene stealer.
Yeah, just loud, obnoxious.
Yeah.
I would say not even good acting.
But I feel like we were kind of, as we were coming close, and maybe I'm making this up, we made like a pact. We were like, let's not be like Gerald.
That's maybe.
Am I making it
Yeah,
up?
I remember we all had like.
Let's have some nuance. Let's bring the art back into comedy. And then we ended up going in and we had our whatever minute. They say, all right, this is your scenario. It's like X Factor.
Yeah, I
or
can't even
something.
remember the scenario.
Yeah, and then go. And then everyone started just fucking going for it more. And I didn't say one word for the whole minute. I didn't say one word. Everyone was just too much energy around me. I couldn't keep up
remember
with
your
it.
face.
I thought, do you know what though? I thought I was playing the savvy game. I thought they're going to pick up on the nuance of the facial expressions. They're going to go, this guy's got something.
Nah.
But nah, they just dismissed it.
Oh, mate.
It was just a
And they sent us,
a
they're
mess.
pretty, like within 10 seconds, they sent us
Yeah,
out.
you get like 30 seconds or a minute, and it's just whoever was the loudest was appreciated.
Yeah.
So that is like a little bit of
summed
the comedy
up.
scene still today. I don't want to.
I think it's got better. It's got better. The internet has made it better. Like,
I don't want to dismiss it because it's
because
hard.
the internet is bigger than TV now.
There's a
isn't it?
lot of talented.
Really.
I think you're actually getting almost. It's funny. I think you're almost getting more talented comedians nowadays because it's become more media. It's almost
It's more
it's almost like a
democratized.
throwback. You're getting comedians who can do not just stand up. They're performers, they're actors. They're like
yeah.
they're writers.
But it's good. You don't need the TV show anymore. You don't need the TV.
Absolutely.
You don't need the TV
Exactly,
show to
yeah.
like boost.
That's why I
you.
say we're on a similar
Yeah.
place in terms of.
But we're
being
still
writers.
unknown, and we.
We're not doing nothing, right? To be fair, like, what do you want to be known for? What have you done, Morgs? You haven't. I mean, you've done your fair. Don't want to be that's too harsh, but you haven't like released. You haven't released something where it's like a sitcom.
No.
You haven't released a sitcom that's
No.
failed, have you? You've released.
Well, I haven't released one that's been a success. I haven't released
you haven't
one.
released any, yeah. So it's not like you failed because you haven't done something, and like you haven't really given yourself a chance in a way because you haven't.
We got
made
close
it.
though. We did get close with.
You made some very good things
with
that you've never
production
really,
companies.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But I think that's a lot for a lot of people. It's a hard industry, isn't it?
That's
if you get
part of
even
it
if
as
you
well,
get
right?
even if
There's
you get
definitely
into
a money
the
thing.
even if you get into the second round or third round, like with a TV production company, that's still like the 1%.
Well, I
Isn't
remember
it?
I was no, you're right. I remember when I did Edinburgh one year, and I got a message from like this guy who said we got a new BBC series that we want you to play a superhero in. Ahmed Jalili will be your dad.
Who?
Ahmed Jalili. Shappy Khorsandi would be your mum. It was all lined up, Morgs. They said all this. I was like, what? This opportunity.
They were already signed up.
They acted as if it was like a foregone
Done deal.
conclusion. And they said, yeah, we got this team, we got all these people on board. And I messaged my agent. I said, I've got this like opportunity come out of the blue. And he goes, don't pay attention to that. Nothing is, that is a shot in 1 in 100.
Yeah.
They're saying that as if it's done, but it's not done.
Yeah.
And he was right. It would never, I didn't even get to do an audition about it or anything. It just disappeared. So
But there's so many like that.
there's so many like that. So just to get to that stage that you were at, which was like actually getting things reviewed and nearly.
Well, we weren't
Final
even.
stage.
We weren't even. No, we weren't. We weren't at the final stage.
You were working with a production company.
We were
and that
working
is-
with a production company.
and an established one as well. So that is,
yeah.
you know, that's not easy to do at all.
Nah. Yeah.
So yeah.
What did you talk about the religion stuff? You finished
What
with
did
the
you want me to say? I can say some more stuff.
religion and comedy. Or God, any God stuff.
Yeah. God stuff.
Or okay, if you had to bring the death penalty back, what would
it's
you?
too- what is that?
What
So
crime would you
dark.
bring it for? Back for? I know what I'd bring it back for.
You lead. and
People on trains who play
you're
music,
being comedic, Morgs.
who play music
You're
out,
being comedic.
play music out of their phones.
No, you wouldn't know, would you?
That pisses
You
me off
wouldn't,
so
Morgs.
much. I think as I'm getting older, like I'm getting more irritable. Do you
I'm
find
definitely-
that?
Do you know what it is?
And like if you're playing your music out your phone on a public train, I just think that's just the
No.
most obnoxious thing you can do.
You kill me. I've done that. So I'm dead. I'm done.
No, I wouldn't literally kill it, but that just out of all the crimes that I can't
don't think I've
stand.
done
I
that, to
can't
be
stand
honest.
that.
I don't think I've done that. But you're talking frivolous then. You want like a jokey one?
Yeah, well, you interpret
Definitely.
it how you
What
will.
kind of thing don't I like? I was going to say
or some petty
I was
thing that
gonna say
gets some petty thing that gets on your nerves.
I was going to say like murdering kids.
Oh, yeah, that's quite petty,
That's-
isn't it?
It's too serious. Then,
That's
isn't it?
too serious, yeah.
I don't know, but I'm as I'm getting older, there's like a double side to me that's getting more, like you said, like irritable, but also more understanding as well at the same time.
Right,
so it's balanced out. I'm like a
yeah.
little bit more. Everyone's
Yeah.
trying to do their best. don't they?
Everyone is trying their best, and everyone starts at different points, don't they?
Yeah, and everyone's got a story, and there's a reason why everyone's the way they are, and we're all kind of. I was thinking the other day, we all kind of come from the same point. We're all very kind of like we're all the same kind of cell that's just split, and we all kind of are brothers in arms almost.
Oh,
So,
wow.
Yeah, it's not. I'm not.
That's a beautiful way to put. That's a beautiful way to end the podcast.
What a way to
I think.
end.
Yeah, that's a lovely thing to say. We're all brothers in arms. Amen.
Shalom. What religion is that? I don't want to offend anyone.
Judaism.
Okay.
Or Christian too, I think. I don't know.
What
So-
is
I can't believe I forgot that thing. You know that thing at the start.
What's
It's the thing that they're looking for, the thing that archaeologists like look for. Jesus, the cup. What's it called? Not the Ark of the Covenant. The
Is it the thing in the chalice of
Chalice,
Is it, that's
what I said. Chalice.
Is it the Indiana Jones one?
Yeah, what's that?
Is it Life Chalice? This is not going to be a good ending now. We had a good ending.
No, what is the?
My voice is going. How long will we be on for?
What do we start? Probably over now, aren't we?
This is longer than any Edinburgh set I've done.
Yeah.
This is as much as I've done.
Holy Chalice. Holy Grail. The Holy Grail.
What's the context there?
Isn't it like what Jesus drunk out of, and
But what's the context of our conversation?
because
Why
it's
is
like archaeologists, like it's the really sought after. That's the context. It's like
Alright.
if they find that, that's like the gold. That's the
And we were
that's the
talking
Holy
about-
Grail. That's the
you know, in terms of Holy Grail comedy, is that what we're talking about?
Yeah,
Like, yeah. Okay, cool.
the thing that's very hard to achieve. The top of the Holy of Holies. The
Well,
top
we've,
of top.
We've achieved
yeah.
it. We've achieved the
Nah.
Holy Grail. We've got that
No,
balance.
I
We've
feel-
got that work-life balance.
I think we feel different about comedy. I think I feel a bit disappointed.
What did you expect from it? What did you want?
I thought I'd become famous.
But what's fame? What do you want fame for? Listen to me. What is fame really?
Which is really shallow, though.
Yeah, but what is fame really? Fame is like,
I think
if you're famous,
maybe not fame, but like credibility.
if you're famous,
maybe more
every time
credibility
you
than
go in a
famous.
room, if you're famous, it's almost like someone's
Hell.
farted in the room.
Hell, yeah, you can't relax. You can't be yourself.
But like everyone's, yeah, but you don't know. You don't know if anyone thinks it's you. Is it you or is it not you? You can never relax.
No, I can relax.
You can never relax.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't know. I think.
Do you know how valuable your anonymity
Yeah,
is?
anonymity
Especially
is
as a
very-
writer as well. You want to be a
yeah.
writer. As soon as you lose
No,
that,
I
and
was
people
a
aren't
writer.
natural
No, I was a
around you,
writer performer. Bear in mind.
Yeah, but you
I
still
think-
love writing, and I think
Yeah,
once
I
you
do love
become
writing.
famous, you
Yeah.
you potentially lose that skill of being
Yeah.
anonymous that is so valuable to a writer. Unless you start writing about being famous,
But
which
also,
is
and also,
like,
like most, when comedians get famous, they put their work is less good.
because you
Like Chris Lilly, Ricky Gervais.
But why is that?
like,
Because you're
they
dictated
come-
to by the fans.
Yeah,
Your basically audience becomes restrictive. It restricts your creativity,
Yeah.
and you have to cater for them. And then if you move out of what they expect or what they like, then they're not interested, and you're going to suffer. So, if you want to be creative, you don't really want to be successful.
But that's a bit of a weird paradox.
But how much money or fame do you need? Step out of it just before you get.
I think I wanted like just a TV show.
Just a TV show.
That's
Just a Jonathan Ross kind of-
that's how delusional I was, though. I
But
think.
that's not delusional. You could have got that more. You're talented enough. But what would you have got from it? That's what I'm saying. What would you have got? Would like
Respect, maybe, or
respect
like
from who? People you don't know.
validation.
Look at Nigel Benn.
I thought you say Farage then.
No, look at Nigel Benn.
Love
I
Nigel Benn.
Nigel
I've met Conor Benn.
recently.
Yeah, my friend is good friends with Conor Benn.
What
yeah.
do you think of him? Is he a good guy?
I met him brief. I met him for like 2 minutes.
That's all. I really like
Yeah.
that. Don't judge someone you've met 2 minutes.
Yeah, I think he's a good guy. He's a good guy. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. If you add money and into the mix, I think it was. Anyway, we won't get on that. We're talking about me. You're talking about my comedy career.
Open up.
We're talking about what
happened with money? What did he
we're
ask
talking
for
about
money or
we're
something?
talking about my heart issues. No, he left Eddie Hearn, didn't he? You know that.
Oh right, yeah,
you know
yeah.
that. Yeah.
What were we saying? I felt like I was going to say something important.
Comedy validation, me being disappointed, me expecting too much from comedy. I suppose, yeah, expecting too much from comedy. That it's going to like give you respect, validation. It's going to solve problems that it can't solve. I think that is a good point from Rob. That people put too much expectation on their art form. They feel comedy is like they put this expectation of a career, of notoriety, fame on just this lovely little art form called comedy.
What, like, when I think about what I got from comedy, I've got so much from comedy. I've travelled the world.
People,
I've met
the amazing people, I think.
Had amazing experiences.
Yeah.
It's only been a plus. And no one touched
That's
me in
good.
inappropriate ways. It was all positive. Because some people have those experiences, don't they? In comedy?
Yeah, true. Yeah,
Like,
true. Yeah.
Nothing wrong. Nothing went wrong for me in comedy. It was all positive.
So that's good. But
that's the way it is.
I think I'm learning from you. Like, I want to have your attitude.
But that's just the truth.
But
isn't
also,
it?
I'm
What
still.
have you lost from comedy?
I haven't.
What's comedy taken
feel
away from you?
like time, maybe.
Maybe you've enjoyed it, haven't you?
Some of it.
Everything's time. Jump. What else are you going to do? Everything is taking away time.
Hey, have you seen that Seinfeld doc? The comedian.
What?
You must have seen that.
What is it?
Like where it's the documentary following Seinfeld. He's building.
We just got. I thought we got both lower and lower. I feel like
Seinfeld. It's when Seinfeld is building his set. I thought you would have seen that.
maybe.
As good as comedian as you are, I thought you would have seen that. They're building a set in New York, and it's like follows him and it follows another comedian, but the other comedian is like, "Oh, I want to be famous. I want to be, I want to be famous. I want to."
Yeah,
and then he's like, "Oh, my other friends, they're doing insurance.
Yeah, he
they're
says something
going
like,
out."
"You're living the dream now."
Yeah, he's like, but then he's like, "What else would you have rather been doing?" Like,
There we go. Yeah. Bang on.
Yeah,
Bang on. And
that is a great doc.
And you know what, as well? I think this is what I found in the comedy industry as well. It's almost a career path that is chosen for you before you go into it.
What do you mean?
Like, don't you think
A vocation.
all comedians have this kind of like something missing or something? There's something that links us all.
A deficit, yeah.
Isn't there? There's like something that links us all. There's almost
some
like
more than others, I think. But
Yeah,
everyone.
I don't know what it is.
most comedians are at deficit in some area.
But you get that in
You're
every
trying to
industry.
fill
So
it.
like, I find that with like all musicians have got something where they're quite similar. All kind of actors have something where they're quite similar in a similar way. It's almost like they were born to do that industry anyway. So it was almost predetermined. So just enjoy it. You know, it's just part of your makeup anyway. So don't put pressure on it. That's how.
But I suppose you can be born. You can be born to do it, but you're not necessarily born to be successful in it. Is that the difference? That
What I'm saying is success. What is success anyway? You're saying fame and money is successful. Fame is one of the
worst things
you can get, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Fame.
There's very few benefits. Yeah.
It's terrible.
People can know you now if this podcast blows up. So
It's terrible. We don't want to be known.
I think you want like. There's an okay level of fame, like probably like not even like a little like I know you from that. Obviously, you don't want to be like mega famous, but like just like you're from I respect your work.
Yeah, respect is different.
I really love your work.
Like, I love what you do.
Yeah. Rather than I know who you are.
Exactly.
It's like, I really respect.
Fame is a cost.
Yeah, that's good. That's
it's
good.
A cost. And it's, you can argue whether it's worth it or not, but it absolutely, when you're new and you're young, you might think that is a perk. It's absolutely not a perk. In my opinion, it's packaged as a perk. It's not a perk.
Come on, Amir. You're speaking the truth. You're preaching.
I don't know, because I was never famous, right? So
what are you going to say about Nigel Benn?
Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Nigel Benn, this is my example. So Nigel Benn, like one of my favourite boxers when I was growing up.
Great boxer, man.
What a legend. Like,
legend. You talk about
and tears every
when he
time
moved away to
ring.
Spain. You talk about that?
No, what's that narrative? Is
Oh, okay.
What's that storyline?
Well, he moved to Spain because he moved out of England,
Yeah. We can, What happened?
Is that to do with fame, though, isn't it? I thought it was because
no. It was basically his last fight, which was Steve Collins. I remember, I must have been like 12 or something. I was listening to it on the radio because I used to listen to all his fights.
Really?
Yeah, I used to be a big fan of that.
You love your boxing, don't you?
Yeah. And so he was having the last fight with Stephen Collins, and he retired. He retired on his stool or something. He didn't come out for one of the rounds. I might be
really?
wrong. I feel like that's how it ended.
Nigel or Steve?
Yeah, he was like getting beaten, and he went, "No, I don't want to do it anymore."
Oh, really?
And then he came out to do an interview after the fight, like this legend of the game. Like put every fight, he was ready to die, and they were booing him, Morgs.
Oh,
I think it was in his own hometown. They're booing him, and it's like, who wants fans? Get out of here.
They're fickle, yeah.
Oh, just so ego. Like collectively speaking, individually people might be Writers fans, but collectively speaking, they're so entitled, they're so judgmental.
Yeah,
they absolutely. They think they own your creativity, and then they. It's like, do you know what it is? It's who's the harshest person to you if you start eating meat.
What? You got some weird analogies, bro. You had the fast food one. Then
listen. There's something there, right?
Vegans,
if you're vegetarian.
What?
If you're vegetarian, so you're doing everything right, and then you eat meat, and the vegetarian finds out, they're so harsh, and they're like, "Oh my God, you ate meat!" Oh,
yeah.
They expect so much, and then there's other people eating meat daily, like just eating as much meat as they want. But you're trying your best out here. And you slip up once, and everyone jumps in your back.
Right,
disgrace, and like the expectation that people put on you and things like that. That's kind of like what fans are like. They suffocate you as a person creatively, and they feel so entitled. And it's just
but
we're going too long. I think
the comedian needs the fans too. The comedian needs an audience.
That's what I mean. That's why I didn't want to go to that next step where you need fans, and I didn't want that.
But a comedian can't play to himself.
Fans, you're right, exactly. It's part of the business.
And they wouldn't do it if there wasn't an audience. There's something about the audience.
The fans should respect the artist for what they do, and either support them or not support them. They shouldn't be so entitled, in my opinion. There's a lot of entitlement from fans. Like, just appreciate what they do, and if you don't like their new stuff, move on, find someone else, and show respect to someone who's made. I'm not talking about Ricky Gervais specifically here.
Okay.
But Ricky Gervais a little bit, right?
You just mentioned his name.
Like Ricky Gervais.
You think the fans have kind of squashed his creativity?
Well, no, not necessarily, but I see some people kind of, and these are comedians again, who are kind of going after Ricky Gervais saying his new stuff is not good.
What, stand-up or the Afterlife stuff?
Afterlife and things like that. And like, he's useless now, blah, blah. But he's done his bit already. He's done his bit for comedy already with Office, and he's done so much.
And that was a big contribution.
Just appreciate that. You don't need to kind of bash his new stuff.
If you don't like
it.
And if you still get an audience, let them go and see it.
Exactly. Let him do his thing. He's not going to be hitting the same standard as The Office for his whole life, is he? So
but also that was him and Steve. That was different.
Exactly. So
you're going to get a different output, aren't you? If it's just him by himself,
people just
could be a different flavour. But people expect the gold.
Yeah.
They really like something. They want you to be that the whole time.
They want you to be
like me with Chris Eagle's videos.
What?
That's my gold. That's my gold standard. The Chris Eagle stuff. So Rob, can you do some more Eagle? Can you do some more Birdman stuff? No, mate. I've got other stuff. Got other irons in the fire, like this.
But musicians find that as well, right?
Yeah,
like
play the
greatest hits and stuff. Let them do their new stuff. Like, support them for their new stuff and for who they are as artists. Like, it's a nostalgia thing. People want nostalgia and all this. I get it, but I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now.
All right, let's finish. All right. Do you want to say something to wrap it up?
This is your podcast.
Okay, I'll say it.
This is not.
That was the podcast from Rob Morgan, the Robbie Show.
I will say something. Can I just say something?
No, thank you for doing it.
This guy is very talented.
Oh, no,
You've got to check out all his work.
Yeah.
Everything he does is gold. You can go back and look at his Twitter. Follow him on Twitter. Everything is.
Twitter was good.
You're not doing Twitter anymore?
Oh, the algorithm, I've kind of fell off on Twitter. I fell off everywhere, to be honest. That's why I'm doing this.
Oh,
but
that's disgusting. Industry. I'm bitter for you. Nah, what a disgrace.
Tech algorithm.
Yeah.
What do you think that was all right, that podcast that we just did?
Who cares?
No one's going to see it.
It's minutes. It's minutes in the bank. It's minutes in the bank.
It's minutes in the bank.
We're
prepping. We're in camp. All right. Bye, guys. See you later. Thank you, Amir. And you are still my favourite comedian who never reached.